Long before Shopify became a global empire, before millions of entrepreneurs built their dreams on it, there was just Tobias Lütke, a quiet kid from Koblenz, Germany, who preferred computers to people. He didn't talk much. He didn't fit in at school, but he had something far more powerful: obsession. By age 6, he was taking apart family computers. By 12, he was rewriting code in video games. Teachers thought something was wrong with him. He spent more time programming than studying. But Tobias had already discovered his world, a world where logic made sense and effort was predictable. He dropped out of high school in the 10th grade, not because he was lazy, but because the system couldn't teach him what he already knew. He entered a vocational program, mastered software engineering, and got a job at a tech company. His coworkers described him as the guy who coded like he was breathing. At 22, Tobias moved to Canada to be with his girlfriend, now wife. That single decision would ignite a revolution in online business. In Ottawa, he worked odd tech jobs while dreaming of becoming an entrepreneur. But he had a problem. Every e-commerce tool sucked. Clunky, outdated, hard to use. Tobias didn't see a market gap. He saw an insult to good software. So he built something elegant, clean, and intuitive. Not a business, just a side project. A small online snowboarding store called Snow Devil. He didn't know it then, but the engine behind his snow shop would soon change the internet. Tobias couldn't find a good platform to run his snowboarding store, so he built his own. It was minimal. It was fast. It was beautiful. When he showed it to friends, no one cared about the snowboards. They wanted the system behind it. That was the spark. He shut down the snowboarding store and pivoted to something bigger. A platform that would let anyone build an online business without knowing a single line of code. He named it Shopify. In 2006, Shopify launched quietly. No flashy event, no big headlines. Just a tiny Canadian startup run by a shy programmer, a friend, and a dream. The early days weren't glamorous. Tobias coded all night. He fixed bugs during breakfast. He worked from a tiny apartment with a small team who believed in the mission: make commerce simple. When investors asked for his big vision, he didn't give motivational speeches. He simply said, "I want to build the tools I wish existed." And those tools worked. Shopify grew faster than anyone expected. Entrepreneurs loved it. Small businesses finally had a fighting chance. Shopify became the digital foundation for thousands of online dreams. But its true explosion hadn't even begun. For years, Shopify grew steadily, doubling customers, adding features, and improving design. But the world wasn't ready for what came next. In 2020, when the pandemic hit, global retail froze. Malls closed. Stores shut down. Businesses panicked. But Shopify became the lifeline. In a moment when everyone needed a digital storefront, Shopify was already there, perfected, refined, and ready. Overnight, millions of new sellers joined. Shopify didn't just grow, it skyrocketed into one of the most valuable companies in the world. Tobias became a billionaire quietly, almost reluctantly. He said, "Shopify isn't a company. It's entrepreneurs' infrastructure." Under his leadership, Shopify launched payments, fulfillment, capital loans, and partnerships with giants like TikTok, Meta, and Amazon. The platform went from a website builder to an entire digital economy. And while Silicon Valley celebrated loud founders, Tobias stayed in Ottawa, coding, learning, and thinking deeply about product quality. He might be the only billionaire who prefers fixing bugs to giving speeches. His superpower wasn't charisma, it was clarity. He built Shopify the way an engineer builds bridges, not to be impressive, but to be unbreakable. By 2023, Shopify powered over $500 billion in global commerce. Millions of stores in 175-plus countries run on the platform. From small creators to billion-dollar brands, everyone uses Shopify. Kylie Cosmetics, Gymshark, Fashion Nova, Schemes, MrBeast, Sephora. Tobias didn't just build a company, he built a digital economy. His leadership style became legendary in the tech world. No ego, no spotlight, no loud speeches, just execution. He works from a modest home. He bikes to the office. He believes in remote work, curiosity, and lifelong learning. When asked why Shopify succeeded, he said, "Because we help the world's entrepreneurs become heroes." Shopify became known as the entrepreneur's Apple, a clean ecosystem, a supportive community, a simple interface, a place where anyone, teen, single mom, immigrant, dropout, could start a business. Tobias didn't just change online business. He democratized it. Tobias Lütke's story is a masterclass in silent power. He didn't talk his way to success. He built his way there. Lesson 1. Obsession beats talent. He didn't wait to be understood. He followed what he loved until the world understood later. Lesson 2. Solve your own problem first. Every great business begins with frustration. Lesson 3. Stay technical. Stay product-obsessed. Visionaries dream. Builders deliver. Lesson 4. Make other people powerful. Shopify isn't about Tobias. It's about millions of entrepreneurs succeeding. Lesson 5. Your quiet superpower is enough. You don't have to be loud to change the world. You just have to build something people need. Today, Shopify is worth tens of billions. Tobias is one of the richest self-made billionaires alive. And he did it without noise, drama, or ego. He remains the quiet architect of online business. The man who built the digital infrastructure of the modern world. He didn't shout. He didn't beg for attention. He simply built, and the world followed. And that is the blueprint.